They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shows a medium kick. Sticks the combo. Throws him. What's next? Steps in for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Knockdown. Well-timed corner switch. Shoots off a fireball up close. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. They're KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fire round. The attack is, lands a rising uppercut. With the throw. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Flashes him. Looking to impress with this super. Shippujinrai hits. Good damage option. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Connects with medium kick. Dragon Lash! KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first hits them with a stopping pop. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the super art? They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO! Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. The jump-in is denied. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Medium kick. Took him to the corner and a slap yo put that away. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. A quick breather. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the gap. Uses the gauge for a super arch. Shippujinrai doing the business. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Knockdown. Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Limited resources at hand right now. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Flips the grab, reads the throw and shuts it down. That combo did decent. Drive rush to keep it going. Join in, hits him with a stop and pop. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They back the opponent into the corner. Finds the target. Player 2 is connects with the throw. Life lead is there, but still closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The overhead denied. The throw is denied. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Uses the target combo as a filler. Goes all in with the uppercut. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Goes airborne. Excellent block. Looking for a hole. Walks that off. The punish counter sets the table. Dragon Lash. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? A fireball at that range? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. Clean parry. Rising uppercut. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 can't let their drive game run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Springs forward with the drive rush. KO. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Jump? But there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep this corner pressure up. You gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Hits them with a stop and bop. Drive gauge is looking bad. What do they do now? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Their will to win is really being tested here. They're back. They're going for the super art? A super art? Uses the parry to KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It crowns them from above. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Hits them with a stop and bop. The feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Escapes the corner. Does a good job escaping the corner. There's a drive impact. Flank turns out. Reads the throw and escapes. Looking to follow up after that target forward throws. Laying the pressure on Thick. Jump! No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Drops that off. Noticeable life lead is a tough. They were sitting on their feet for this super art. Cashes out of the Shinsujira. There's a. They are done. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Lots of aggression from both sides. Shoots off a fireball up close. Got their eye on the air. Takes a trip. Down to the wire. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Taking stock. Heading into experiencing burnout. The super doesn't hit. In there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Impact's a no-go. Stops the attack by using the drive kick. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 can build off this lead. Very slick with the combo. Awesome. Going in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Barely. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Uses the gauge for a super art. Racer hits. We're gonna see it rain. Player 1 not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Target combo into. They were right to be on guard there. They got him turning it right up with a super. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits them with a stop and bop. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Will this super art connect? They have a full drive gauge stock. They'll need to use that in order to turn this match around. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Bops him with a target. Neither of them willing to back off. Throws him. What's next? KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Will that drive impact get punished? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets the combo. Uses the target combo as a filler. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Sandblast. This is experiencing burnout. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player a super art? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Crowns him from above. A real test of who doesn't tech the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. A parry? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Impact squat. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things, but that sets up with the jump in. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Wow, reads the counterattack. Oh, putting the cherry on top. With the Player one can't knock them out of the air. This flatlines them. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Rising uppercut. The jump-in is denied. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What's the play here? Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Knockdown. Can't keep track of these corner switches. Tries to keep the punish counter, gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ends the meter. Hoping wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Uses the target combo as a filler. Shoots off a fireball up close. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Burnout activates. Player hits him with a stopping block. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Extra spicy Shoryuken X. Shoryuken. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Light lead is there, but it's a good spot to use the super. Oh my god, what a throw set! Close range, this can lead to some big damage. Player two has depleted their drive. Wow, reads the counterattack. The Dragon Lash Super, what a finish! Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Very solid corner switch. Deftly shuts out the jump. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. So they break forward to pressure the opponent from up above. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Grabs him, knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Taking stock. Next hit will end the round. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. That last attack took some courage. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Rising uppercut. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks up, springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Shoryuken? Player 2 will look to apply, uses the gauge for a super art. It's time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. Ugh. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Jump! Crowns them from above. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get-go. The last round. It's now or never. Jump! Knock them out of the air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 2 adds a bit of OD spiceball. Both fighters desperately want meter here. Letting it all on the drive rush. They're in range. Burns out. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. What's next? Fights backwards, reads the jump in perfectly. Drive rush. Shakes things up with a fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. They're hurt big time. Noticeable life lead is a comeback with a fireball at that range. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Crowns them from above. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Will this decision pay off for them? Tries to bait him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Can't tech the throw? Oh, easy tech. Will this super art connect? The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Up for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Player 1 has to pay. Oh. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and pop. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jump! Side switch in the corner. What'll happen here? The fuck hits him with a stop and pop. Attempts to break, put that away. Knockout and rising uppercut. Scrapping it out up close. Are we gonna see what a finish? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Down to the wire. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What's the play here? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1, will this super art connect? In a dire situation, they can't afford and heats it up with a combo into nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fires off an overdrive. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Still slugging it out at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler. That combo did decent damage. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Knew the throw was coming. Springs forward with the drive KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with this can lead to some big damage. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Crowns them from above. Goes all in with the uppercut. Turns out. Impact squat. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Will this super art do anything? Who will set the bait at this range? Target combo into... Yo! Critical art now? Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Knew the throw was coming. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is gonna be bad news. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. What are they thinking here? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. From up above. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Uses the target combo as a filler. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This fight springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. Nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arms. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Are we gonna see a comeback? Comes off the tank and scores the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides that solid anti-air. Sandblast. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? Perfect read with the drive parry. Dangerous range here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Punish counter sets the table. Turning it right up with the super. They're back into the corner now. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Oh, the throw connects. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Only 50% left. The throw is denied. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash, drive rush. Raw super art incoming. Has the Vulcan blast field, sets up with the jump in. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Lands the super. Time burns out. Ugh, take a seat. Player 1 can't use their drive gauge. They are done! Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Quick dashing. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Had the radar up and running. Knocked down. Will this super art connect? This is looking bad. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Round 2. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? parries the attack.
Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe.
Scrapping it out up close. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger.
Player 2 is rising uppercut. Shoryuken. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is experiencing burnout. Both sides in burnout. Crowns him from above. Knockdown and... just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Flashes it. Turning it right up with the super. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super.
There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
How is this rematch going to play out?
Are we going to witness a blow up here? Pops him with a Shoryu.
The attack is parried. The parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What are they thinking here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant move. Sticks the combo. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Burns the drive gauge.
Shows the medium kick. The throw missed. Medium kick hit. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Uses the target combo as a filler. It's a good spot to use a super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
There it is! They knew it'd be enough.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.